today's news, President states that conservation is key to preserving the beauty of Maldives. PG Office introduces electronic monitoring devices to address prolonged pretrial detention. And China donates extensive sporting gear to the Maldives.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News. I'm Yusuf bin Muhammad. On the occasion of the International Day for Biological Diversity, President Dr. Mohammad Muiz reaffirmed the nation's commitment to environmental conservation. In a statement shared via X, President Dr. Muiz emphasized the intrinsic value of Maldives' natural beauty, describing it as the country's greatest blessing. He further underscored the importance of species protection as a fundamental measure in preserving this unique environmental heritage. The Maldives is renowned for its rich biodiversity. Its marine ecosystems, particularly coral reefs, are among the most biologically diverse in the world. These ecosystems support a wide range of species, from coral polyps to large marine mammals, and are vital not only for maintaining ecological balance, but also for sustaining the national economy, which relies heavily on tourism and fisheries. Vice President Ustaz Hussein Mohamed Latif has concluded an official visit to Hawaii, United States of America, undertaken at the invitation of the Blue Planet Alliance, BPA.
The visit centered on discussions related to climate action, renewable energy, and international cooperation. During the program, an non-binding agreement was signed between the Maldives and the Blue Planet Alliance, outlining the country's interest in expanding renewable energy technologies. The Vice President delivered remarks at the opening ceremony of the Blue Planet Alliance Fellowship Program, addressing challenges faced by small island developing states and emphasizing alternative approaches to climate change impacts. At the Honolulu International Forum, he discussed the Maldives' position on ocean management and highlighted the role of international financial support in advancing blue economy initiatives. A significant milestone was achieved when the Vice President visited the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, becoming the first Maldivian Vice President to do so. He acknowledged the center's contributions to the Maldives through the International Tsunami Information Center and Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, particularly in disaster preparedness following the 2004 tsunami. The Vice President also held meetings with Hawaii Green Infrastructure Authority officials, including Executive Director Gwen Yamamoto Lau, focusing on financing models for Hawaii's renewable energy transition and their relevance to small island contexts. The Vice President was accompanied by Special Envoy for Climate Change Ali Sharif, along with government officials, utility representatives, and civil society organizations. Maldivian participants are taking part in the fourth cohort of the Blue Planet Alliance Fellowship Program, held from May 19th to May 23rd in Honolulu. The Blue Planet Alliance is a non-profit organization established in 2020 by climate advocate Hank Rogers, working with governments, businesses, and communities to promote environmental sustainability with a focus on encouraging 100% renewable energy commitments by 2045.
The Prosecutor General's Office, PGO, has announced a new initiative to review the custody of individuals held pending trial, offering the possibility of conditional release under an electronic monitoring system.
The initiative aims to address concerns over prolonged pre-trial detention and marks a shift towards alternative custodial measures. According to the PGO, the initiative will involve the release of eligible individuals under Article 66b(6) of the Criminal Procedure Code, with court-imposed conditions that will remain in effect for up to 100 days. These conditions will be reviewed at the end of each 100-day period, and any violations may lead to a request for de-detention. The decision follows recent discussions led by President Dr. Mohammad Muiz, who met with legal advocates earlier in May to address complaints surrounding extended pre-trial detention. The President stressed the need to expedite trials and reaffirmed the government's commitment to finding a solution. Subsequent meetings were held with the Minister of Homeland Security and Technology Ali Ihsan, Attorney General Ustaz Ahmad Usham, and Prosecutor General Ustaz Abbas Sharif to explore practical steps towards implementing alternatives to pre-trial detention. As part of the process, the PGO stated that the Maldives Police Service and Maldives Correctional Service will conduct a comprehensive risk assessment to evaluate public safety concerns for each case. The findings will help determine whether electronic monitoring is a viable alternative. The PGO will only request court approval for conditional release once this assessment has been completed and found satisfactory. The PGO also announced that individuals currently in pre-trial detention may now apply for conditional release under the new agreement. Requests can be submitted using the Electronic Monitoring System Relief Request Custody form available on the PGO website and its service counters. The form can also be accessed through its online portal and will be distributed at detention centers managed by the Maldives Correctional Service.
According to statistics from the Ministry of Social and Family Development, 4 children were taken into state custody in April. The Ministry of Social and Family Development has released its statistics for the month of April, highlighting key developments in child protection and support services. The statistics revealed that 2 girls and 2 boys were taken into state custody in April, bringing the total number of children under state care to 146 as of the end of the month, comprising 83 boys and 63 girls. Under the fostering system, 1 child in state custody was placed with a family in April. In addition, the state provided job and internship opportunities to 4 individuals under its care in April. The statistics further reveal that the ministry received 2,150 calls in April, with 1,778 of those reports made through the Child Helpline. Of these, 66 calls were reported by children, 1,198 calls by adults, and 514 anonymous calls. In addition, the Ministry's Social Service Helpline received 280 complaints in April. In April, the Ministry of Social and Family Development received a total of 2,150 calls, of which 1,778 were directed to the Child Helpline. According to data shared by the Ministry, 66 of these calls were self-reported by children, 1,198 were made by adults, and 514 were submitted anonymously. During the same period, the Ministry's Social Service Helpline 1421 recorded 280 complaints. A total of 35 cases involving self-harm and suicide attempts were reported. These included 26 cases involving women and 9 involving men. The Ministry received 32 reports relating to family-related issues. The most frequently reported among these were childcare-related concerns, which accounted for 13 cases. The second most common category involved financial matters, particularly those related to child maintenance. 8 such cases were recorded, comprising 5 instances of non-payment of child support and 6 disputes regarding child access arrangements. In April, 21 disciplinary cases were reported, the majority of which involving children having home without prior notice. 7 such incidents were documented. 5 cases of school refusal were also reported. In total, 22 cases under these categories of school refusal and home leaving were recorded, involving 16 boys and 6 girls. We'll be back after a short break.
In here today.
Of course, bro. It's the kickoff. It's the new Premier League season. I'll be ready. Get loud. This is new faces, latest drip, and fresh trims. It's time to believe. The greatest league in the world is back.
Brought to you by MediaNet.
Kafa, tiga pocket and no contact phone lani. Kafa, passport at the family giliayo. Kafe, Kanita Dani, for Shigiliayo.
කොක්කො හාස්නුවේ කාෆෙදනි හජ්ජන් උම්රා ප්ලෙන් නගැග. කොංකමකා කාෆ හාස්වාම්වි. ඉතුරු මාළුමාත් එලයිඩ් මොබයිල් ලෙප් අදි myelite.mv.
එලයිඩ් ආයිලාය මර්හබා.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Sports, Fitness and Recreation has received a substantial consignment of sports equipment generously donated by the Embassy of the People's Republic of China. The donation comprises a diverse array of equipment intended to support and promote athletic and recreational activities across the Maldives. It includes 400 footballs, 60 starting blocks, 60 hurdles, 60 manual timekeeping devices, 60 table tennis tables, 20 scoreboards, 300 table tennis rackets, 1,500 table tennis balls, and 8 judges' chairs. In a statement, the ministry expressed its sincere appreciation for China's ongoing support and unwavering commitment to the development of sports infrastructure in the Maldives. It noted that contributions of this kind play a vital role in promoting physical activity, encouraging youth participation in sports, and enhancing overall community well-being throughout the country. The ministry also emphasized that this gesture reflected the strong and enduring relationship between the two nations and affirmed its commitment to further strengthening bilateral cooperation through continued partnership and mutual support. Minister of Health Abdullah Nazim Ibrahim has met with Italian Health Minister Professor Orazio Schilacci to discuss strengthening the Maldives healthcare system. The meeting took place on the sidelines of the 78th World Health Organization (WHO) Assembly in Geneva. During the meeting, both ministers discussed ways to strengthen the Maldives healthcare system and seek assistance in areas such as telemedicine. A key focus was enhancing thalassemia care and capacity building in the country. The government is placing special priority on the treatment of thalassemia patients. President Dr. Mohamed Moise outlined a visionary plan to improve thalassemia care during his presidential campaign and has pledged to bring these initiatives to fruition. The Department of National Registration (DNR) has officially launched ID card printing and issuance services in Ba Atoll, expanding access to essential identification services for residents of the region. The service is now available at the Ba Atoll Council and the Secretariat of the Darawando Council, where ID cards can be printed and issued locally. The DNR stated that this development will bring significant convenience to the people of the atoll by reducing the need to travel elsewhere for such services. The government has set a target of making ID card and passport services available on all inhabited islands before the end of the year. According to the DNR, efforts are progressing rapidly, with ID card printing services already operational on 15 islands. In addition to expanded domestic access, the government is also working to offer ID card services in foreign countries with large Maldivian populations. Malaysia became the first overseas location to offer this service in April 2025. The Ministry of Islamic Affairs has launched the third round of its Young Khatib training program, beginning with candidate interviews held on Wednesday. According to the ministry, a total of 338 students have applied across all 3 rounds of the program, with 269 qualifying for participation. Students who pass the current rounds of interviews will receive specialized training from local Islamic scholars before being awarded their certificates. The initiative targets students in grade 10, 11 and 12, providing them with the necessary skills to lead Friday prayers and perform other religious duties. Training includes sermon delivery, leading prayers, and foundational religious knowledge. The program, designed and conducted by the Ministry of Islamic Affairs, has been well received among youth across the country. It has also proven valuable to island councils facing a shortage of qualified khatibs. In its first round, 250 students were successfully trained and certified as young khatibs. The government has set a target training 1,000 young khatibs during the current term. Thank you for watching MM News. I'm Yusuf bin Muhammad and have a great day.